In this video, we will continue our discussion on the topic silicons. In the last introductory video on silicons, we have studied what are silicons, how they are formed, and what are the different kinds of units of silicons. As far as how the silicons are formed are concerned, we have studied that silicons are formed by the hydrolysis of organochlorosilicons. Now also we have studied the three different units of silicons, for example, the chain terminating unit, the chain forming unit, and the cross-link unit. Now in this video we will be seeing the examples of each of these three different kinds of units. The first one was chain terminating unit. Now the chain terminating unit of silicon forms disilicons, that is, two chain terminating unit of silicons join to form disilicons by the removal of a molecule of H2O, as shown in this example. We see that R3SiOH, two unit of R3SiOH combines to form a disilicon, and in this a molecule of H2O is eliminated. Now the second kind of silicons are called the single chain silicon. Now the single chain silicons forms by the combination of several chain forming units of silicons. As in this example, we can see that several units of R2SiOH2, which is a chain forming unit, combines to form R2SiO. Now this R2SiO is one unit of this chain. So what is one unit? When we look at this chain, we see that one unit is this particular unit. Now this oxygen is being shared by this unit as well as this unit, and this oxygen is also being shared by this unit as well as this unit. So in total, half oxygen is being contributed by this oxygen, and half oxygen atom is being, we can say effectively, is being contributed by this oxygen. So in total we have one oxygen atom in this chain, in this unit, and we have two alkyl group and one silicon. So the formula for one unit becomes R2SiO. Before moving on to the third kind of silicons, if we look at this problem here, then in this we have to draw the structure of a cyclic silicon having 6 members in a ring. So this cyclic silicons can be formed by the chain forming unit. Now this chain forming unit can form a linear chain as well, but it can also form cyclic silicon. Okay, so in this we have three such units, chain forming units, which has formed in a cyclic manner, and this is that particular cyclic silicon having 6 members in a ring. Now in this, if we talk about the oxygen atom here, then the hybridization of this oxygen atom would be sp2, not sp3, because one of the lone pair that we see here is involved in back bonding, so this lone pair won't be available for hybridization, and so we'll have the two sigma bonds here and one lone pair, so the hybridization would be sp2. Now moving on to the last kind of silicons, it is the cross-link polymer. Okay, and this is being formed by the cross-link units. Now in this we have seen that this cross-link unit, in the cross-link polymer, the basic silicon units which forms this cross-link polymer is RSiOH3. Now we have three locations from which H can get eliminated, and this O can take part in bonding, and it can form a cross-linkage kind of compounds, as we can see from this diagram here. Now before concluding this topic on silicons, let us look into some of the uses of silicons. So due to the strong SiO-Si linkage of silicons, the silicons are used to make substances which can persist under extreme circumstances, extreme situations like high temperature or pressure. So these silicons are used to make the heat proof, the fireproof or waterproof cloths. Earlier silicons were also used to make the bulletproof cloths, and they are liquid in the form of oil, they can be semi-solid in the form of grease, and they can be solid in the form of rubber. Now rubber ring of pressure cooker is also made of silicons. Now these are some of the things which might be asked in the JEE Mains examination. So you can just keep in mind the uses of silicons. So with this we conclude the topic silicones, and in next video we will be dealing with the molecular orbital theory. We'll start with the introduction part and we will go into more detail with subsequent videos. Thank you.